We're at the NFA convention. We are in San Diego. It's beautiful outside. I'm with Sam Roberts, Roberts Carpet and Fine Floors out of Houston. How you doing?
Good, thank you. Great.
This is one unique. I've never been to everything in this industry 25 times. I've never been this. This is one unique organization.
Yes, we've always been that way.
What's the prime reason you're a member of this? What's the biggest takeaway you get from this?
That's a really difficult question to answer. First of all, we share best practices. These are the biggest, best, smartest dealers in the country, and we certainly share ideas. I get to see the largest vendors and the principals from the largest vendors. But I also have I have very good friends in this room, and there's a huge social element in it as well.
You don't compete with any of these guys?
No, almost by definition, we don't have competing entities in the room. In order to become a member of the NFA, you need to get voted in 100%.
Oh, really?
So it doesn't require a great deal of imagination to understand that people generally will not vote for people who are in their market area.
Very interesting. Tell us about your organization.
Primarily a better goods retailer in Houston, Texas. We have 9 stores, been in business for 31 years. We're Armstrong Elite, Stainmaster Flooring Center, Karastan Platinum, all of that. We also have a significant urban development business that does high-rise condominiums and things of that sort.
Very interesting. So are there any segments of the market that you have opted not to be in?
Yeah, we don't do production builder work because it doesn't really suit what we're trying to do, and since we do better goods, that's really not our strength, and I'm in a very large market. There are people who are particularly powerful there. We don't do hard commercials significantly. Schools, hospitals. We'll do some hotel work and banks and things of that nature, but that's not the heart of what we do.
Very interesting. How has the market changed over the since the recession?
Well, I mean, retail has become extraordinarily difficult and has remained so. It's highly competitive anyway. Basically, when you get difficult times, margins and volume shrink concurrently, and so it poses significant challenges. The internet has made a big difference in the way people come to market, and also it's increased competitive pressure, especially at retail.
Have you changed the way you spend your ad dollars a good deal over the last 10 years?
Yeah, I mean, I would say more over the last 15 or 20. We do a lot less print. We still do television because I'm interested in the institutional value that it brings. And we do spend some money on the internet, of course, and that was something that didn't happen 10 years ago.
Now, it seems to me, and you correct me if I'm wrong, I've never sold any floor coverings in my entire life. I just talk about it. It seems to me that most every retailer, or every consumer, somewhere between 80 and 90% is going to spend some time on the internet regarding a purchase that they're looking to do, finding product, finding a place to spend their money. If a retailer doesn't razzle-dazzle them on the internet, it's highly unlikely they're going to walk through the front door. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I don't know that you need to razzle-dazzle so much, but I do think that you need to represent who your company is. People need to get an idea of what you're doing, who you are, and I think they need to get some comfort. I think the principal value of the internet for somebody like me is I just want to ensure through any of my marketing efforts that I become one of the places they choose to shop before they make their purchase. If we can get them in the door and get an opportunity to present a value proposition, our value proposition, we're content with that. I'm really not trying to sell something over the internet, but I'm trying to establish who we are institutionally and somehow contribute to persuading them to come give Roberts Carpet a chance to earn their business.
Well, if you don't do that, there's not much chance that they will walk through your front door.
No, I think that's a safe thing to say.
So the time and effort and money that you spend on your website, that has to be plenty, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, I think basically what you're trying to do is not so much ration the amount of time or effort, so much as ensure that you're achieving a result. So whatever it takes to make the presentation that you're trying to make the impact you're trying to make, I think you've got an obligation to yourself and your company to try to do that, certainly.
So then do you change what's on the website on a fairly frequent basis, specials, information like that?
No question about it. Of course we do. And our current television commercials are always on the ad. I have big full-color LED signs, and the slides that I'm showing on the LED slides are always also changing on the website. We have a promotional page. All of those things are updated on a consistent basis.
The competition in Houston in the floor covering business, you got the big box players. What's happening there? How would you describe that?
I mean, we're fourth largest city in the country and growing. In 20 years, we're projected to overtake Chicago.
Really?
So Houston is a very large market. We're a very large port, the largest exporting port in the country, the second largest port overall in the country. There are a lot of things about Houston, so consequently, competition is extraordinarily fierce. And so you've got to find ways to differentiate yourself and capture whatever market share is required to stay in business profitably.
Are the big box players gaining share?
Sure. I mean, the big box players have certain competitive advantages that are inherent to what they are. They're going to have the perception of value, whether it's genuine or not. They're going to have the ability to advertise aggressively. They're going to capture a certain. There's going to be a certain strength to the confidence the customer is going to have in doing business with them, but they're going to have their weaknesses as well. And if you're established and if you're savvy, there are advantages that you can leverage that you can utilize to win.
So when you formulate your marketing approach, do you have those big box players in the back of your mind as to competing?
No, not really, because we're a better goods dealer. We're a very significant Maslin. I could name a whole bunch of better goods suppliers, but the truth is most highly affluent people are not the core customer for Home Depot. Most people who live in really nice homes, they're going to be less inclined to buy at a home center than somebody in the middle class. And we will certainly get down and fight for that middle customer, and well, we should. But we have we also have some inherent advantages. We have top-notch labor. We've got highly educated and informed salespeople, and the more sophisticated the customer, the higher end the customer, the more they're going to value those sorts of advantages.
Last question. The most difficult part about doing business today in the floor covering business, what would you say that is?
I find it tremendously challenging when anybody asks me to name the one thing about anything. Because I'm one of these kids that grew up in the 60s and 70s. When I went to college, the old adage was, if you watch the ounces, the pounds take care of themselves. So we try to be as good as we can at everything. People is a big problem. Quality of installation is a big problem. They're all conveying your message adequately is a big problem. But we work hard at all of those things.
Very good. Sam, thanks for talking with us. I appreciate it very much.
Nice visiting with you.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
We've been talking with Sam Roberts, Carpet and Fine Floors out of Houston. This is Talk Floor TV.